About 2 weeks ago, I called my friend Mark, and when he answered the phone, he said, "Oh, you know what? Honestly, I really thought about you last night." I asked, "Why you thought about me last night?" And Mark said, "Because last night my investment portfolio hit a milestone number, and because I learned investing stock investing from you. That's why I thought about you because it's all about you. Without you, I would never started it, and I would never be able to reach this milestone number." Mark used to we work together. So Mark in the same team. He actually sit right beside me. So about 7 years ago, when I started to learn how to invest, so I talked to him a lot. I I I explained to them how I think about investing, why we should do it, and how should we do it, and which stock we should invest, and why, and how should we do it. So he actually, agreed what I said. So he just started investing stock market. Because he used to be a trader, he used to invest in penny stocks, and he lost all the money. So but after he talked to me, he started to look into the stock investing again. And about 6 years ago, he left the company. At the time he left, he talked to me. So I suggested him to, uh, you know, take out all the money from the pension plan, transfer to his own ISP account, so he can manage his own money and invest in the stock market. And so he had about, I believe, it's about $120,000 from his pension plan, and he took all the money out and moved into a self-management ISP account. And I think at the time maybe he himself also had around 50 or $60,000, something like this. So in total, it's about $180. So after, let's say after almost 6 years, you get it between 10 to 13% a year annual return, because basically he also invests all the blue chips, so which pays dividend, and like the bank, insurance company, and he also invests in some high tech company in states like Apple, for example. So let's see, after 6 years, you double your money, so you close to that will be a 360, and for 6 years, because he's still working, and he still the contribution to his own ISP, and whenever he had extra money, he put into the trading account. So I guess the milestone number should be around $500,000. I didn't really ask him, but this is my guess. So after he talked to me, I said, "You know what, Mark? Just imagine in another 5 years where you will be." And he said, "Yes, I'm so happy, and I will be able to become rich." So this is a very interesting story. The guy right beside me, and so he in his around like 35 years old, and so let's say another 5 years, he will be maybe early of the 40, and he will be have $1 million investment assets. You know, this is something tells me, because he is a typical middle class. It's average income, and he just follow the basic investing principle, and he will be able to become a millionaire. And once he reached the first $1 million, and there will be a big impact on his life. And also in my office, one of the manager, is going to retire very soon, and he talked to me, a couple times, and he every time he always said, "Yeah, I'm really concerned about my future, and I have no idea whatever happened. Do I Will I have enough money to enjoy my retirement?" You know what? He's a manager, so, and he had been a manager position for many years. So actually, his salary is above average. Let's say this, it's above average, and he did save a lot of money. And he yeah, he actually saved lots of money from paychecks. But the problem is he didn't manage his money properly. He never learned how to manage money. He never learned the stock market. But after I talked to him a couple of times, and he realized he should do something, and he started to invest in the blue chip stocks. But he's a guy who, now let's see, he a couple of times he told me, if the next recession happens, I will put all my money in, and I will never ever sell it. I think we all know this kind of people. So probably you have a couple of friends who are like this, waiting for the next recession. But anyway, this is the two examples, and the real example, just right in my office. One guy managing money properly at 40 years old, he will become a millionaire. I mean, we're talking about the $1 million investment assets, not including the house, the property where he lives, just for investment. And other people have a higher salary and never learn how to manage money and never manage money properly, and now he's going to retire, and he worry about that. Warren Buffett once said, it's not necessary to do extraordinary things to achieve extraordinary results. The example, the guy who hit the milestone number, he didn't really do some crazy things, like trading, day trading every day. He never invested stock like up 10 times or whatever. He only followed the basic steps, slowly by slowly, maybe get around 12-13% a year, but he's able to, on the way to become a millionaire. And with a very average income, very well, okay, he has 2 kids, and a wife work but make very little money. So it is possible, even for most typical middle class, the working people. If you learn how to manage your money properly, you can become a millionaire in your lifetime. No problem with that. And everyone can do it if you start from today. So I just want to give 2 examples. And I don't want to imagine the manager who retired next year and still worry about whether he will be able to enjoy the retirement life. And the young kids, if when he was 40 years old, he already can. He is very confident, and he can enjoy the life he wants. So that's I always, every time I talk to my friends, or anyone, and they talk to me, I always encourage them. Do your homework, study how to invest. It is very important, even for anyone. You don't need to be a great investor in the world, but still, you need to learn this knowledge. It is very important for most people. And if you do it properly, I'm sure you will have a much better life.